Hey everybody, welcome back. We are armed with the pan, and we've already felled one enemy with it. There shall be more to come. Alright, what do we have here? A waistcoat and a padded shirt. So the waistcoat, I think, would replace my lamellar vest, which is obviously not going to happen. We're not going to take that. So let's move on. I did not turn on continuous mind sense. There we go. That will help me to see enemies long before they see me. That is an advantage I will gladly take any day of the week. Alright. Oh yeah. I wish I could do the overhead either with, like, not just the edge like I'm doing currently, but I wish I could somehow control it to also, like, flatten out the pan and hit him over the head, you know, with the larger part. That would be nice. And as some people had mentioned in the comments to the previous video, yeah, it might be nice if there was a nice clang sound effect when you hit someone on the head with the pan, but I don't think we're gonna have that. I don't think that's going to be implemented, sadly. You can just imagine it, I suppose. There we go. Whoops, did not expect them to move that close. That was terrible. Alright, there we go. So as you can see, the frying pan works pretty well as a one-handed melee weapon. It's not anything to write home about, but it's good. Now look at these gauntlets. That's very nice. We're going to take those. And then also some counters to cover our elbows right there. We're up to 3 circles of encumbrance. Once we learn maneuvering in armor 3, if we were to put nothing else on, we would have 0 encumbrance at that point. However, we will put on more things and heavier things. And we don't have maneuvering in armor 3 right now. Keep in mind, you can go this way if you want to, and honestly, I'm going to do it this time. And I'll tell you why. So, if you go this way, you basically skip the catacombs and go right on to the next floor. I am going to skip the catacombs, but only temporarily, so that I can grab the See in the Dark helmet. That way, when I go into the catacombs, I can fight with two-handed weapons, and I don't have to worry about a light source or any of that stuff. I don't normally go this way. I normally go through the catacombs first, but what we're going to do, like I said, is go grab the See in the Dark helmet, and then we're going to come right back here and do all the stuff that we skipped. Just want to make sure there's nothing useful here. I don't think there is. Alright, now keep in mind, I could keep going east from here and go into the catacombs that way, but there's still a bunch of stuff on the second floor I want. So I'm not going to do that. Oh yeah, that was nice. This short sword, oh man, that's a really nice short sword. I'm not going to use it, though, is the problem. I'm certainly not going to use the broom anymore. Let's just put this in here for now. Maybe, I don't know, maybe at some point, for some strange reason, I would use it. I don't know. Whoops. Okay, come on, get it together. There we go. So, nothing I want there. maybe we'll deal with that zombie if they follow us in here. Where are you going? Yeah, as you see from the purple mind state, they're terrified because of the thaumaturgy. Apparently that's strange to the reanimated corpse over here. Huh. What is this magic nonsense? Yeah, we already have that. Doesn't look like the other zombie followed us in here. This is slightly better. At least the quality of the other shirt we had. So we're definitely going to swap that out. I don't know why I dropped that on myself. And now I'm kind of trapped underneath it. Okay. Right. Protruding stone. Gonna double click that. And there is the See in the Dark helmet. So if I switch to secondary, currently I don't have a secondary equipped because it was the broom, but we could put it back to the scraper if we wanted to. And as I usually do to demonstrate the effectiveness of this See in the Dark helmet, here's with the helmet on, and there is with the helmet off. Quite the difference. So now we will go back to the previous floor. We're just going to retrace our steps. Yeah, we'll take care of this zombie while we're here. That was not good. Neither was that. Let me try a left to right swing here, just to get things started. Yeah, I'm too close. Okay, now I was right on that time. I was not on that time. Okay, the scraper is disappointing me right now. We're having supreme difficulty with the scraper all of a sudden. I'm gonna have to take this off of my recommended unconventional weapons list, okay? This is not good. And it's not all user error, okay? You can see I'm landing plenty of these. Yeah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Let's go to the two-handed sword then. I want to try to get a face stab, but I've got to figure out the distance with the sword. That's definitely too far. There it is. Okay. Extremely well made. Yeah, we've been down that road. Okay. So, we're going to run back up the stairs, back to the second floor. And honestly, I'm not very impressed with the two-handed sword. I was kind of hoping to be using a more, or less conventional weapon. The pan has been fun, but it's time to go back to the one-handed spear for right now. All right, so we're not. I don't know. We're not. No, we're not going to do this. We're not going to check all these rooms. It's technically, man. Whatever. I'll do it. It's technically worth it for the XP, but it's just so soul-crushingly boring because you know you're not going to get anything good. I mean, at least there's one upside here. And that is, we don't have Darren following us and then standing in the doorway of every one of these rooms. So when I turn around to leave, we don't have Darren standing there looking at me like an idiot. So that's good. I'm very interested to see, by the way, Who exactly will be that new NPC that was mentioned that will be coming in the next update? I don't remember exactly, but I want to say the wording was something like there will be just a new NPC. And then, of course, the 4 new creature types and stuff, those would not be NPCs, those would be enemies. But I'm certainly curious about that. Okay, so we checked all those rooms, we got our exploration XP. Let's move on. Okay. So we've got another recollection here. Hey, a bever. It's not bad at all. That's going to cover the rest of our face up and give us more encumbrance, but it's okay. This key is not going to be useful. It's just going to unlock a door that doesn't take us anywhere new. All right. There is a map of this current floor. That was... I'm pretty sure this was the... Yeah, that has to be, right? That was the hallway of really unimpressive stuff. However, if that is, and I think it is, this must be... I guess this map was not updated when the layout of the level was, because... Yeah, there should be an entry between this hallway and this hallway, like right here. Okay. Whoops. Close this thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. Thought it was going to be stuck there for a second. But certainly you could make the incorrect map lore appropriate and just say it was crafted at a time before those changes were made in this world, you know, by some people. Now look at this breastplate. It has the same encumbrance as this lamellar vest, but it has better coverage, better impact, better slash protection, and better pierce protection, so obviously we're switching. That's a good find. That's nice. And we don't gain any extra encumbrance, also nice. So now we have learned Kinesis, and we will work on Throw. Again, Throw is one of those spells that would be, I think, more practical if you could just hit a hotkey instead of, you know, having to press one key, then the hotkey. But we will not retread that road again right now. Alright, another upgrade sphere, so now we got 2. A nice cuirass, but we don't really need it. We've got a breastplate. Also, there's absolutely nothing of value in this direction. We could get some XP, but I am in need of combat right now. It's been too long since the last fight. Now, I thought there... Wasn't there somebody down here a second ago? Yes. Indeed. Nice stab there. Whoops. So much debris on the ground here. I'm trying to get away from it. Oh, yeah. Yup. Right, now we could go through this wall here and basically be at the end of this floor. But we would be skipping something important. I mean, we could work our way backwards from the other side of the wall, yes. But I would rather go back this way. Now, there should be a hole in the ground there, right? Yes, we don't want to walk into that. So let me go in here first. Nothing. Nothing. Nothing in there. Alright. There is that's a one-handed sword, not a short sword. Although a short sword is a one-handed sword. Yes, I am aware. Come on, kind of stuck on the edge of the doorway. There we go. So this is the important thing we would have skipped. No, not the face plant coming down the stairs, but the half-staff, which we absolutely want. And we don't have to share it with Darren because he's dead. Hooray. I think there's one or two other... Wait. I know there's a box here. I think there's another one over here somewhere. At least one more, maybe two. It's that one. Was that it? No, then there's this one, yeah. Nothing. Alright. Also, let me refresh my memory. This is that room? Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't check this. Yeah, good thing I went back to this. Another upgrade sphere. Now, do I want to upgrade something right now? Probably not. Probably not. So much of the gear we currently have is expendable. Certainly replaceable. Good old face stabs. Whoops. There we go. What is going on with that thing? Thick coat. And nothing there. We can't search those. Alright. Alright, I don't want this in the way. I'm trying to actually... There we go. Beautiful. Excellent. Alright. So, the hole in the wall from earlier is right here, by the way. And now we can go to the Catacombs, and the Catacombs is infested with skeletons. So we don't want to be doing pierce damage, you know, with this one-handed spear. So instead, we're going to be better off with the Warhammer. We could improve it. We could. But we'll probably end up finding a two-handed weapon that will be better. But we'll use this in the beginning, I suppose. But we do have the See in the Dark helmet. I'm still using the torch because why not have the extra light? Alright. I don't like skeletons. I'm going to try to knock them over with a bolt so I can get a cheap shot. And I think I did land the cheap shot. We're going to give him another bolt. You got him. Now, why do I not like skeletons? Well, if you've been around for a while, you know. They are really fast. Like, they move around so quickly. Now, this guy is not seeming very impressive because he keeps falling, but you can see here, hopefully, how quick they are. It's not like fighting zombies. It's not. Oh, how did that miss? He is falling all over the place. Alright. And he was using a rusty metal bar, by the way. You know what? In the old days, wasn't there... Wait a minute, wasn't there a box somewhere down here? I'm trying to remember. Maybe not. I can't recall. Oh, that's nice. Anyway, this is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you, as always, for hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. Please hit like and subscribe if you would like to. And I will see you all next time.